I'm setting off from my home in St Andrews Road in Earlsdon to ride to Green Lane South, from where I'll take the Leamington and then the Old Warwick Road on my Sunday morning ride. I'm going to talk about some of the challenges facing a cyclist coming from Earlsdon to Green Lane South, including things like road surfaces and so on. I'm turning right into Rochester Road, which has been resurfaced, and very pleasant it is. I'm now signalling left to turn into Beechwood Avenue. Just passing the top of Bates Road, and before the resurfacing took place a few months ago, the stretch from Bates Road to the entrance to the golf club was extremely challenging to ride on, to put it mildly. There was a whole sequence of potholes and botched repairs right on the cycling line all along this stretch of road, and trying to dodge or otherwise deal with those and deal with cars coming up from behind at the same time was, well, it was dangerous. Very dangerous. Just passing the entrance to the golf club, and I'm about to signal and turn right into Stoneleigh Avenue. No real problems cycling down here. Decent road surface. No real potholes. The odd sunken grate here and there, but nothing serious. However, at the end of Stoneleigh Avenue, I turn right and take the pavement conversion, combination of cycle track and pedestrian path, along the side of the Kenilworth Road, and that is a very dangerous manoeuvre. First of all, when you're turning right onto it, there is a point where you're turning blind and you could be in a collision with a car turning off the Kenilworth Road into Stoneleigh Avenue. And the other problem is that as you turn onto the path, you're often confronted with pedestrians. For example, I met a lady with a pushchair a couple of weeks ago and nearly ran into her. Here we go, there's a very blind spot there onto it. It's quite narrow, it's supposed to be two-way. Occasionally I do meet another cyclist, and if you're on the left, you're inches away from a deep curb and cars coming at you at 40 miles an hour. I'm about to cross over using those bollards as an island of safety. Nothing coming, and I'm turning left into Coat of Arms Bridge Road. A couple of chicanes and a cycle lane of sorts on carriageway on the left hand side there, which I certainly wouldn't contemplate using. It's really nothing more than well, frankly, a gutter. I suspect it was a great white elephant. I'm going to turn right at the mini roundabout into Woodside Avenue North. I once met a pickup truck there coming on the wrong side of the bollards, turning right into Woodside Avenue North, and almost immediately signalling left to turn into Green Lane North. A lot of roadworks around, a lot of bad road surfaces. Past the entrance to Starchell School. I've been in a 20-mile-an-hour limit since I turned into Coat of Arms Bridge Road, but I have to say, in my experience, cars completely ignore it. I'm approaching the A45, the highway, where I'm going to turn left onto one of those wide paths, tracks that the 1930s planners had the foresight to provide. The problem is there's no white line dividing pedestrians from cyclists. I'm aware that certain authorities say that this doesn't really matter, but in my experience it leads to a lot of conflict. So here we go, I'm about to turn left. No division. A lot of posts in it. I'm not sure what they're supposed to do. Another set of posts ahead, and I'm not going to carry straight on ahead down the marked cycle path. Instead I'm going to look back over my shoulder and turn onto the road, which has a much better surface, no debris, and pedestrians don't walk in it. Certainly during the week on the cycle track it does tend to get full of pedestrians walking three abreast. A lady the other day with a dog in each hand on a lead, completely taking up the cycle path. Why they don't use the pavement on the left, I've no idea. I'm going to turn right in a moment and cross the highway using the Toucan crossing. Here we go. Rightly or wrongly, I never press the button. I wait until the road's clear and then go across. A lot of glass on the ground around here, which is not uncommon. Crossing over. Young lady on a bike coming from the left. Also not on the cycle track, which again I wouldn't use. And I'm approaching Green Lane South, signalling left, and into Green Lane South. From here the rest of my trip to the Leamington Road and then the old Kenilworth Road, the old Warwick Road is not problematic. A lot of parked cars on the left, buses coming up and so on, but in general there are no problems riding down Green Lane. And a decent surface.